Hey guys, Sean's here from Appalachian DIY, and today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be setting up our French drain system. We're going to be putting in our soil fabric or geotextile, filling that with stone behind our forma drain. That is going to be creating our French drain part of the forma drain. So we're going to be laying that out behind our forma drain today, getting that set up. We're going to show you guys how to lay the fabric down, how much stone to be putting in there, how to form it, fold your fabric, and then we're going to staple it. We'll show you guys all that today. So what we have here is a 4.5 ounce fabric. I would recommend a 4.5 ounce up to a 6. What that's going to do is this is just going to keep our stone in our right behind our forma drain and not allow dirt to clog up our system. It's going to allow water to pass through, but not dirt. I would stay in between the 4.5 to 6 range. I wouldn't go any lighter because you're going to tend to get punctures into your fabric, big holes. We don't want that. Anything larger than 6 ounces, it's really difficult for the water to get through because the fabric is so thick. So we're going to lay this down and get this thing set up. For our fabric, we have it laid up over our forma drain. We have it overlapped about a foot, and we just have laid down on the flat ground behind our forma drain. What we're going to do is fill this up with stone and then just wrap it like a burrito. We're going to shovel in our first little bit because we have a gap here at the bottom. We don't want to just dump stone in here and tear this fabric up. So what we're going to do is just shovel this in, and then we can start dumping our stone in. For the corners, we just have an excess buildup so we can make our turn. We still have a cavity where we can lay our stone. We just bunch the stuff up here right at the corner. So what we have is we have some Irwin quick grips here to hold the fabric up on the side of this forma drain, and then my wife is just holding the back side up. Once we get it filled with stone, we take our buckets of dirt, backfill it. That way it's not pulling the fabric back into the back of the form where we don't want it. It keeps it in a nice, neat channel. It's a little tedious, but this is the best way that we've found to just get everything in a nice, neat pocket. Alright guys, we got our channel of stone with our soil fabric geotextile around it. We're going to wrap this as a burrito right now. We did have to backfill with dirt to not allow this fabric and stone to be pushed out, and we would have ran out of fabric, so we ended up having to backfill as we went. It was a little tedious doing that. It's definitely a two-man job. Thankfully I had my wife to help me out. She held the fabric while I dumped dirt behind and just kind of kept this narrow channel together. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take these staples. They're about they're a 6-inch by 1-inch staple, and we're going to overlap like this. And we're just going to push this down. The overlap's probably about 2 to 3 inches. Just keep it nice and snug. You don't need it like crazy tight, and then just push this down through. This is going to keep everything nice and tight. If we get any washout from dirt and it gets on top of this, it doesn't really matter because everything's in place now. So we're just going to do this every couple feet, just working our way down, making sure that we have at least a 2 to 3 inch overlap, and just sticking it in like this, working down. We'll probably stick it probably about every 2 to 3 feet for staples. So right where I'm working at, guys, you can definitely tell in this corner, that is where we had all of those water issues and stuff. And that's why this thing is so important to mitigate that water out of there, because this is end up going to be buried. We're going to put up a cinder block wall here, so we definitely want to take care of this water problem now. If we didn't have our former drain, we would have had to do this exact same thing, but with a corrugated pipe running through the stone. Since we have the former drain, that is already in place for us to get the water out of there. So that's what's really nice about this thing. It's a 2-in-1 for us. It is a French drain and also a form all-in-one. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and head over to Appalachian DIY for more videos. Thanks again, guys, and I hope to see you next time.